Okay, we got problematic elemental. Not too worried about these other two pets. Good thing I have a Jade Mist Dancer. For sure. I think I'll start with the flyer. My Cyclone's weak to the dragon, but he doesn't have a way to remove it, and I'm not too worried about that dragon anyways. I can 1v1 him with Arthas probably later on. Oh man, I'm tempted to go for a heal here. I mean, this is a big heal under sunlight. That might be a bad idea versus this blossoming ancient, but what I'm thinking is any damage I do for while sunlight's out's kind of irrelevant. Because I'll reduce his health back down lower. Once the weather changes, and he's probably going to change that weather anyways, so. Didn't change the weather. Let's go for Acid Rain to bring that elemental's health back down in line. And he's going to have a Dragon Racial because of that crit. I have to save my Jade Mist Dancer for later, or I'll never be able to kill that brute. So let's go for zoomies. I'm considering going for Ice Tomb, but it won't be able to stun him under this weather, so I don't know if that's really worth it. Let's just go for Bone Bite. Also, he might be able to just like eat that Ice Tomb with his low health Nexus Whelpling later. I'll stay in on Arthas for now. If he swaps me out, it'll let me throw up another Clone Dance for free. I'm not sure if I want to heal. Yeah, I'll go ahead and heal. But I'm going to do it first. This time instead of going for a Cyclone. And then my heal. Let's bring the Jade Mist Dancer and get Clone Dance going. Oh, and he brought in his dragon. This is not the matchup I want. I don't want to take a Mana Surge to the face, because if I low roll a Steam Vent, my Jade Mist Dancer might die to Mana Surge. So let's just go for Arthas here. 361's enough to kill him, so we'll take out the dragon. And now I'm thinking about throwing up an Ice Tomb. I'm not sure. I'm going to bring in the Jade Mist Dancer. This is a good matchup for me. And I can change his weather, which is very important. Otherwise, as y'all saw earlier, he'll just heal to 2500 HP in about 3 turns. My Undead dies on the back line, which is too bad. I think I'm in a good spot to win this, because I'll change his weather here. And now it's a 1v1. But I should probably win. Depends on RNG a little bit. If I get low rolls and don't land crits, he will out-heal me. But yeah, we just crit him for 1,000. We should be in the clear at this point. Oh, ding. Let's pick a talent. I don't really play this game anymore, but I'm gonna hazard a guess. Desperate Prayer is a good button to have. Where do I put that? Probably here. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'll just put this right there. That works. Okay, let's pick a team. Definitely something with a weather changer in case I queue into another brute or blossoming ancient type pet. So we have two weather changers here. Got aquatic damage. And then my mechanical is going to be pretty good versus the Nexus Whelpling. I'm not too worried about that magic pet. It's not a big deal. But my mechanical and my elemental should do pretty good versus it. Especially the Nightshade. Okay, two magics and a random aquatic. Murgleton's a big problem for my team. I'm going to start with Blingtron. I was hoping he'd start with Murgleton. That would have been a good matchup for me. I don't see a way for him to deal with Minefield. I'm going to go ahead and hit him with Make It Rain, and then as long as he doesn't stun me, I'm going to go for a Minefield. Not sure what he's running here, but I'm a little confused why he didn't go for one of these right away. So this would be a bad matchup for my Nightshade Sproutling. It might be slightly better for my aquatic just because I'm faster, but I'm not sure if it's worth swapping. I want my aquatic versus Murgleton in the end regardless because that really late Whirlpool, I don't know what that was about. Maybe he was worried I would swap to somebody who could, like, dive or blind it. I feel like this 2v2 beats this 2v2. So I think sacrificing my Blingtron to take out the Barrier Hermit is my best bet. I don't know if it would have been worth it to swap to my Snapdragon because I want to save him to fight Murgleton since he'll be faster. It's a little bit of an awkward matchup because I have weak damage to magics, but oh, he took the Minefield on Murgleton. I am not mad about that at all. Oh, if he low rolls, I could almost take him out here. That's really surprising he's not running the basic attack. He's running cleanup. Good to know, though, because that means if I play a Minefield pet against him again, he has an answer to it. He just burned Call Darkness when I had like 3 HP. Okay. Well, he's probably gonna go for a Soul Rush, I would imagine. So let's go for a dive, regardless of what he does here. Unless it's passing. I think diving is a good idea. And then I want to save my Snapdragon to fight Murgleton, but I might go for Call Lightning first. This guy could have Life Exchange. I'm just going to save my Lightning for Murgleton later on. We'll go for... Go for a Lash. I'm thinking about saving my Call Darkness for Murgleton if I can. Okay. He has an attack boost. I can't miss and he can, so I think I will hold my blind for 1 turn. And he missed. Go ahead and blind him now, because he's likely to go for a Life Exchange if he has it. Nice. Then we'll go for a Lash. His Call Darkness doesn't quite kill me yet, so I can hit him with Call Darkness. I don't think I will, though. I think I'll just stay in on my Nightshade Sproutling and spam Lashes, because I think the only thing that could possibly lose me this game at this point is... I forgot he has Call Darkness too. I may as well have pressed it. Oh well. I got crit, so not much I could have done about that. I'll probably go for Soul Rush first. Let me go for Dive to avoid something. Yeah, we should be in the clear now. Even if I miss, I can change the weather and then I'm faster, so... A couple water jets should take him out. And he's cooldown ability locked. Cleanup is a cool ability, but you don't want to run it if it means you have no basic attack. Because then you just run out of abilities to press. Alright. So let's find a team with the TMD in case we get a rematch, because he has 2 magic pets. He's kind of asking for it. Let's see here. We could play the Rotten Little Helper. Snarly. I don't remember what his 3rd pet was. It was... Oh yeah, the Barrier Hermit. Not too worried about that Barrier Hermit. I think this team will be fine. Pretty much any team with the TMD should do great versus him. I don't think I need to be too picky. I could probably even play the Muck Slug and beat him. I'll play the Rotten Little Helper. I don't play him very often. Okay. So we got a fast team. I'm probably in trouble. He likes to start with his dragon. And he runs Flame Breath, which is really weird. What if he starts with Anomalous? I think he's going to start with the dragon. But he should start with Anomalous. Let me just start with... okay, he did start with the last pet I expected. He's going to go for a blind. I'll just bring the TMD, because I can at least press my decoy while I'm blinded. The other 2 pets can't really do anything. And let's see if we can dot up this snake. I'll be very surprised if this team beats his team, because he has a lot of speed. He's going to win the speed fight versus everything except Snarly. Is it worth going for Time Bomb, I wonder? No, but it is worth going for... Ah, he swapped, and I did not expect him to do that. I still think it's definitely worth going for Booby Trap Presence, but I don't know if I like this matchup. I want... Okay, weird. Decoy is still out, so if he tries to blind, it's not going to work. Luckily for me, Flurry doesn't break Decoy anymore. But I disagree with that design choice. I think it's dumb that, like... Yeah, I just think it's dumb it doesn't break it anymore. Decoy's OP. Alright, well that puts me pretty far ahead. Well, he ran away. Alright, well. He was kind of confusing me with some of his choices. First of all, I don't really know why he started with the... I mean, I guess all three of his pets are viable to start with, but usually you want to start with Anomalous. I get why he started with the snake, though. He thought I would go for Minefield and he could blind it. But I knew he was going to blind me, so that's... yeah. And then him swapping into Anomalous really confused me. I did not expect that. And if I predicted, I could have dotted him up immediately, which would have put me very far ahead. But yeah, the big mistake, I think, was him not going for Poison Protocol while I had Decoy out, because that allowed me to throw up a Minefield. His team is very fast, so I probably want something like Jingles, or maybe Eventual Porcupet. I had Snarly, who can clean up with surges, but let me see here. Don't I have the TMD with oh, the Fell-Afflicted Skyfin? I put that with the Bone Serpent. I don't know. The thing about the Bone Serpent is it'll be good if I get that Blossoming Ancient guy, or the Brute. But I'll feel bad playing it during Critter Week if I queue into like a fun team, like the Moor player. Okay, well, let me try something. Because I like the idea of playing the FAS if I get the rematch versus that last guy. Got FAS. We could play Alarmo Dog, and we could play Snarly again since he didn't get any time to play. How would this team... That'd probably do okay versus him. I like the Fell-Afflicted Skyfin versus Anomalous. It's not like a strong... Like, oh, I'm guaranteed to win because I am playing the Fell-Afflicted Skyfin and you have Anomalous. The way that you are whenever it's like a Karaji Guardling versus Anomalous. Like, the Karaji should win like 99% of the time versus Anomalous. But it makes it... I have a little bit of an advantage, and there's some mind games involved, because if he jukes, it brings the lowest health pet, which will be Anomalous, so he could still win the game with like a well-timed juke if he predicts my swap. But if he doesn't, then yeah, the Fell-Afflicted Skyfin gets a lot of value out early on. Got triple dragons, so I'm sure he's running Draconic Remedy. Not too worried about these pets, but I don't want to underestimate that healing. Let's start with the Skyfin. He's gonna go for probably like a Furious Surge. Yeah, this was the ability I was thinking of. I was like, why does Furious Surge break Decoy? And Merkelot's basic attack breaks Decoy, but not Flurry. Like, where's the consistency? That makes no sense to me. Let's go ahead and dot up Mercastraza. I'm considering going for Wild Magic too, because this is the biggest problem on his team for me. 328. Is he actually going to be faster after another Furious Surge? Oh, he went for a heal. Alright, well. If he doesn't juke, let's swap him out. I'd say that's fairly readable. He probably should have went for the juke, but it was his highest health pet, so it wouldn't really have accomplished much. Let's dot up this guy. He's going to conflagrate, which I don't want to eat on my mechanical, so I'm just going to stay in on my flyer. He has a dragon racial now. Let's sacrifice the Fell-Afflicted Skyfin to take a free swap to our Alarmadog. He might Flame Breath, or he might bring in Mercustraza. He does have a dot on him. I think he's going to bring in Mercustraza, so I'm going to go for an alert. Wrong guess. Might not be able to kill Mercustraza. I probably should have went for that minefield, but I saw that he had wild magic on him for another turn, so... Alright, let's go for minefield. He's going to heal to full. But Snarly might be able to 1v1 him, and he's going to have to think twice about swapping because I have a minefield down. Even if he does swap, I still have the 50% chance to land the Blood in the Water, and if he swaps, he's taking that bleed on the back line. He doesn't have any cooldowns though, so I think he might swap. He swapped before. I'm going to go for one rip, and then I'll go for Blood in the Water. If he doesn't swap now, I don't think he'll swap on the next turn. Okay, and then we should be able to Surge before he gets that heal out. Alright. Oh, that's gonna hurt. I better save Snarly for later. Let's eat that with the Alarmadog. Ow. It crit me. This is getting kind of dicey, actually. He's gonna take my mechanical racial, so let's go for Overtune. I mean, he also could heal. Yeah. Should have went for Alert, I guess, but... Hopefully I can win the 1v1 with Snarly, but... I'm not too confident. Let's go for an Alert. No point in going for Minefield. It's a little bit of an awkward speed tie, because we're both 244, and he has that liftoff coming back soon. He could actually win this because of the speed tie, because if he wins the coin flip with liftoff, he doesn't take damage, and then if he loses, he avoids 2 attacks. Let's go for Rip. And we just have to send the Blood in the Water. It's too close. Oh, thank goodness. If I lost that coin flip, I almost definitely lost, no matter what he pressed. I think what the misplay was I went for Rip twice instead of just sending the Blood in the Water. I should have sent the YOLO. And that's hindsight, because he didn't swap. If he had swapped, then the second Rip was good, but it put me very far behind. But I don't think it should have put me that far behind. As far behind as it did. He got a crit with liftoff, which put him back in the game. Alright, so let's play for one more. I'm not sure what to play. It's kind of a lot of variety, so I'll probably just pick something that looks like fun. Let's play... How do I feel about this versus Triple Dragons? It's got a lot of flying damage on it, doesn't it? I mean, I might not get a rematch, but if I do, I don't know if this is a good idea. I think humanoid damage is going to be smart. Maybe Rot Breath? I think the team I'm liking the best is this. Alright, let's get it. I mean, somehow it's 8-0. That's kind of surprising. I don't feel like it's that strong of a team. See if we can make it 9-0. Play for one more win, and then I'm gonna call it for the video. Keys are popping pretty fast though, so I might try to record another one tonight. Triple mechanicals. Rot Breath was a bad choice. Maybe winnable, but he does have 2 decoys, so I have to be very careful with Little Bling. I think I'll start with the Little Bling here, so I'm going to start with my Leviathan Hatchling. Because I can throw an elemental dot on that Little Bling. I have 3 decoy breakers. Primal Cryo Break decoy while he has 2 or 3 pets out. Let's go for Primal Cry while he has that extra plating up. Acid Rain also breaks decoy, same way, if he has 2 or 3 pets, but they don't break decoy if he only has 1 pet left. So I kind of have to save Mr. Delver. For the 1v1 versus the MPD if I want to have any chance. Oh, and he has inflation, dang it. I was hoping he had smacked that. Maybe what I do here is... I'm not sure if swapping is a good idea, so I'm just going to stay in. And go for a Poison Spit. What I might have to do here is sacrifice the Leviathan Hatchling to how much damage is that? It's 137. Let's go for Primal Cry. Why does it say it does 109 but it's doing 137? That's weird, right? Okay. I guess I'll bring in Rot Breath. We can Spike Skin to reduce some of this damage. Rot Breath is just such a rough matchup versus triple mechanicals, and especially Little Bling. Let's go for Acid Rain. He might die to the dot. If not, I'm still faster than him because of Primal Cry, so I can get out a nice Dreadful Breath. To take him out. And I've got some decent cleave damage going. But the problem is I don't have a decoy breaker right now, so he's just going to block 2 turns for free. And then I'll be... Oh, I'm actually faster than the TMD, okay. So he's going to block these 2 rounds, and then I'm not sure if it's worth going for Acid Rain or Dreadful Breath. Well, he has decoy up, so it's definitely time to go for Acid Rain. I didn't realize... Oh, right, because I was faster than him, yeah, so... definitely not worth going for Spike Skin while I have that Time Bomb out. This looks like I might win. I mean, his MPD's already dead. Somehow, Rot Breath just, like, erased his entire team's health. So yeah, it looks like it's up to Mr. Delver to clean up, and I think he's going to be able to do it. If I could stop lagging, maybe. So let's swap them out. I'll take a lot of damage from that Thunderbolt, but if I high roll, I can kill him here. And I'll take no damage. Alright. Damn, good job, Rot Breath. I am impressed. For some reason, I feel like my dot was doing more damage than it showed that it was supposed to do, which I'm trying to think why that might have been. We can check the logs here. So how much damage was the poison dot doing? 68 through extra plating. 68. Where was the turn where it wasn't under extra plating? I'm seeing 68, 68. Why can't I find it? Yeah, 137. Why did he take 137 damage? It was supposed to be doing like 109, right? Maybe the add-on or the UI was bugged, and it was showing the wrong amount. I don't know if that was an add-on or something. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm wondering if like there was some sort of mechanic I'm not aware of. Like maybe for some reason me taking extra damage made my dot do extra damage to him or something. I know there's some abilities like that, like Scaly, for example, has Toxic Bite, and that is definitely bugged, where if you use Toxic Bite on somebody, then their dots do extra damage to you, which is not even remotely how it's supposed to work. And vice versa, if they use Toxic Bite on you, then your dots will do extra damage. It's supposed to be, if you have Toxic Bite on you, you take extra dot damage. But it works both ways, even though it's not supposed to. I'm wondering if that might have happened with inflation, or maybe I'm wrong. It's also possible, so it's supposed to be what? The dot's supposed to be 73 damage? I feel like I just got a lot more value out of my Leviathan versus Little Bling than I should have, because I'm surprised Rot Breath was able to clean up so effectively. Anyways, enough rambling from me. If there's a bug that was making it do more damage than it was supposed to that y'all are aware of, let me know. Also, I have a quick question. Does anybody... Do any of my viewers watch... do y'all use Derangement's Pet Battle Cooldowns? Or do you guys use the new one? Because apparently there's a new one called just like Pet Battle Cooldowns. And I've always just used... I've always just used Derangements. Where is it? I use this one, Derangement's Pet Battle Cooldowns. But I don't think this one's available on CurseForge anymore. I think you either have to like find it on Google, or there's probably some Discord pet battle channels that have it saved. So I use this one. I'm wondering if maybe that was showing incorrectly. So first of all, do you guys use this one, or do you guys use the new one? And if y'all use the new one, does it work as well, or does it work better? Because there's a couple things that Derangements doesn't show. For example, if you have a pet with Bubble, it does not show Bubble as a buff, which it should. That would be very useful information. I mean, I just have to kind of remember which pets have Bubble and how many charges are left, but that would be really cool if there's an add-on to track that. And then the other question I have is, there was an add-on called Battle Pet Battle Stats that used to show a couple things, but the one that I always cared about was it would show. Maybe I can find like a pet real quick to explain what I'm talking about. Is there a battle pet I can just fight real quick? Trying to think where one might be. Well, while I'm trying to find a battle pet to explain it, there was an add-on that would show how much, what percentage of health each frontline pet was at. Maybe even the backline, but I don't know about that. But definitely the frontline, and that was obviously really helpful for making calls as to like, okay, you're fighting a magic pet. Can you one-shot it with lightning, or will it survive with like 2% HP because of its magic racial? And then a couple other like specific abilities, like predatory strike. Will that do an extra, you know, I think it does double damage. I think it does 100% extra damage. So if you know that they're under 25%, then that'd be a really good time to use it. I can't find a pet to demonstrate what I was talking about, unfortunately. But I think y'all get the idea. It would show like underneath the pet's health. It would show things like, I don't remember the other stats, and I didn't really care about them. The important thing for me was being able to see, oh, this magic pet's at, 24% health, or it's at 26%, or not 20 yet. It'd be like 32 or 34 would be the important numbers. And so then I can go, okay, he's under 33% health. Or, yeah, it's, I forget. So the magic ratio is 35, it's not 33. You get what I'm trying to say. Then I had the numbers wrong, but yeah, is this pet like 34? Is it 36% HP? Because if it's at 34%, and I have a pet on my backline with, like, say, Call Lightning, like the Snapdragon, that I can swap to one-shot it. I can't believe I've, like, flown over this entire continent. I can't find one freaking pet anywhere. Like, this is crazy. But yeah, I want to show you guys. Maybe I'll just find a trainer. I don't know if no, I think I have to find an actual... Oh my gosh, this game. Because I remember there's like a trainer around here, but they aren't up every day. Okay, I know there's like dinosaurs here. This has to be one that I can find, right? Maybe they're here, but like it's not tracking them. It's supposed to track them. Okay, there's finally. Oh, geez, that took like 10 years. Okay, so, well, just for example, right underneath here, there was an add-on, and it used to be Battle Pet Battle Stats, but it doesn't work anymore. And it would show like 3 numbers here, and like one of them would be what percentage is it. So if you're fighting a magic pet and you see that there's say 34% health, but it's like it's really close, and you don't want to pull out a calculator, and you have 8 seconds to decide. You could just quickly see, oh, he's 34% health. All right, I'm going to swap in, say I have like a pet with a big weather ability, like Call Lightning on the back line. I'll take a turn, swap him in, and kill him with Call Lightning, which is obviously not a good idea if he's still at, say, 36% HP or 37, right? He's above his magic threshold. You don't want to waste a turn to swap, waste a cooldown to one-shot him, and then, oh, he's still alive with, like, 2 HP. And the reason you would do that is, like, let's say that I'm on a pet that's slower than, I don't know, Murgleton. But I have a 341 speed pet with a big one-shot in the back. It could probably be worth it for me to swap out, save my low speed pet, There's times when it's worth it to swap and one shot as opposed to just hit him 2 times. And usually it has to do with like I'm on a pet that's slower than the magic pet, but I have a backline pet that's faster than him that can one shot him. And there's lots of times when I miss having that information. And as far as I can tell, this add-on, Battle Pet Battle Stats, doesn't work anymore, sadly. So if there's a new one that y'all know of, let me know, because that was very helpful and I miss it. I miss that information. We haven't had that for years. At least I haven't. And it was just a nice quality of life. So, alright, enough rambling from me. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. And call it for now. Do some more later, and I'll see y'all in the next one.